when you look at, say, third, fourth, fifth rounders, what percentage of those guys actually become NFL starters? And you know, you could define it, I don't know, 30 NFL starts or something like that.
It's actually a very small percent. And I won't quote the exact percentage, but it's a very small percent. You're probably a little bit more inclined to get, let's say rotational players or high level backups. Now that's not to say that you don't shoot or try and organize your board for or organize the amount of draws that you can have for more than that. But it also probably is a reason for us where as we get into, let's say, the middle rounds or the later rounds, we really do look for individuals or players that have, unique characteristics, whether it's a skill or a trait. My scouts will laugh. I'll tell you the story. We always talk about horses versus goose, and goose it can walk, it can fly, it can run, but it kind of waddles when it walks. It doesn't really fly really high, and it doesn't run real fast. A horse, it can't swim, it can't fly, but it's a really great runner. And it's like, okay, if we were talking about players there, which we would take take horse traits. We call them horse traits. Because it's like, okay, hey, if we're putting together a roster, we'd ideally like a player that can be above average in some way, even if it's a very narrow sense. Because then when you put together the team, the aggregate allows you to, maybe to cover the skill set you have. And maybe a perfect example of that would be in the receiver room, right? Like, Marquise Goodwin's, he's a smaller guy, but he's got, elite speed and really good tracking ability. Donovan Peoples-Jones, he's a bigger, stronger receiver. Maybe not quite as fast as some of the others, but he's got great hands and great size. And you can combine those skill sets within that position group and, give yourself enough diversity in the offense to execute a number of different concepts.
Is it for Jakeem